Have you ever stood on a bridge that made you wonder if crossing it was a mistake? What is it about certain bridges that fills even the bravest travelers with doubt and hesitation? From towering heights that make your pulse pound to walkways so narrow they seem to defy common sense, these are the bridges that push human bravery to its edge. But what exactly makes them so fearsome? Today, we are uncovering the 20 most terrifying bridges on the planet. Bridges that are far more than simple paths from one side to the other. They are trials of courage themselves. The Sidu River Bridge in China is the world's highest suspension bridge, towering nearly 460 meters above the valley floor. Stretching 1,222 meters across the Sidu River in Hubei province, it offers a pulse-racing view. Completed in 2009, it links Shanghai and Chongqing, two of China's biggest cities. At the time, it overtook the Royal Gorge Bridge in the United States and the Beipan River Guanxing Bridge in China, claiming the record as the highest bridge. The construction cost an estimated $100 million. Its design includes two massive H-shaped towers and a reinforced span supported by 127 steel cables woven into a hexagonal structure. Engineered to hold up to 10,000 people at once, it's a true marvel. But with its dizzying height and vast openness, even the most fearless drivers might second-guess crossing it. But imagine a bridge that isn't just high but completely see-through. Get ready for a nerve-wracking walk on glass as we head to Vietnam. The Bac Long Bridge in Vietnam is a true marvel of engineering and the queen of glass double bridges. Unveiled in April 2022, this stunning bridge is located about 200 kilometers from Hanoi, in the scenic tourist region of Moc Chau. Built with 3 layers of 40mm thick tempered glass, it is designed to withstand immense pressure. Stretching 633 meters in length and 2 meters in width, it is essentially a super walkway hanging high above the ground. It can support up to 450 people at once. But not everyone is daring enough to cross it. With a staggering 150-meter drop beneath your feet, it's easy to see why some freeze in fear or feel too dizzy to continue. The Bac Long Bridge also holds the title of the longest glass bridge in the world, according to Guinness World Records. It's not just an adrenaline-pumping attraction, but also a symbol of Vietnam's efforts to revive tourism after the pandemic. Today, Vietnam is home to 3 glass bridges, including one in the Bay Na Hills, supported by massive stone hands. So, if you crave adventure, make your way to Bac Long, but whatever you do, don't look down. Now, picture yourself on a bridge where even the planks beneath you make you feel like you're walking on air. What's it like to step onto one of the world's most dangerous bridges? Let's find out. The Hussaini Suspension Bridge in Pakistan is one of the most dangerous bridges on Earth, stretching 150 meters across the Hunza River. Part of a sacred pilgrimage route to Rakaposhi Mountain, it is made of 472 wooden planks, with no railings, no nets, and nothing to stop a fall. Suspended high in the Karakoram mountain range, the bridge sways wildly in strong winds and turns dangerously slick in rain or snow. Yet, despite its hazards, it remains a magnet for thrill-seekers drawn to its breathtaking scenery and adrenaline-pumping activities like ziplining and sky cycling. In July 2022, tragedy struck when a student slipped and fell into the Hunza River, forcing authorities to close the bridge for safety inspections. After improvements, it was reopened with enhanced safety features. To reach it, visitors must hike for about 40 minutes from the village of Pasu, climbing roughly 400 steps. Foreign tourists are charged an entrance fee of around $6. Would you dare to cross this perilous bridge? Ever wondered what it's like to walk through the heart of an ancient natural wonder? Before we continue, I have a quick 10-second request for all of you listening. If you'd like to support this channel, just press the notification bell and hit subscribe. It truly makes a difference. My team and I will keep working hard to bring you the most exciting stories from around the world. Deal? The Tsingy de Bemaraha Bridge in Madagascar is a daring path suspended over the rugged Tsingy de Bemaraha Nature Reserve. This metal suspension bridge stretches about 70 meters in length, with a wooden floor that shifts under every step. Hanging a heart-stopping 100 meters above the ground, it offers incredible views of lush forests, winding rivers, deep canyons, and hidden caves. But don't get too relaxed. The wind can shake the bridge violently, making the crossing even more intense. And with no railings or safety nets, one misstep could send you plunging down with nothing to stop the fall. Below, the jagged limestone peaks rise like sharpened blades, adding to the fear. The Tsingy de Bemaraha Bridge is not for the faint of heart. It is a true test of courage. But the excitement doesn't end here. What if you had to cross a bridge so high it feels like walking in thin air? Let's head to a canyon in China for a thrill that will push your nerves to the limit. The Tangchuan Grand Canyon Glass Footbridge in Sanming, Fujian Province, China, is a breathtaking feat of modern engineering. Suspended at a dizzying 150 meters above the ground, it stretches about 200 meters across a deep river gorge, hovering approximately 90 meters above the canyon floor. Opened in 2016, this bridge features a striking design. Its walkway hangs 10 meters below the main cables at the center, creating an unsettling floating illusion. Despite strict safety measures, the bridge's height and glass floor can make even the bravest feel unsteady. The transparent panels beneath your feet intensify the experience, giving the illusion of walking on air. For those daring enough to cross, protective gear is provided, though it does little to ease the adrenaline rush. Beyond the bridge, the Tangchuan Grand Canyon offers an array of adventures, including rugged hiking trails, thrilling cliff walks, and high-speed ziplining. In 2019, the bridge underwent major upgrades, featuring a smoother deck and expanded zipline activities beneath the span, making the experience even more exhilarating. If you're planning to visit, be sure to check the latest travel updates for a safe and unforgettable journey. China is home to several eerie natural formations known as Immortal Bridges, each wrapped in mystery and geological wonder. One of the most famous is the Immortal Bridge on Mount Tai in Shandong Province. This stunning formation consists of three massive boulders wedged between cliffs, forming a precarious stone arch over a deep valley. Its exact age remains uncertain, but experts believe it took shape during the last ice age. With a sheer drop into the abyss below, this bridge is both a breathtaking sight and a nerve-wracking challenge for those who dare to approach. Another chilling Immortal Bridge lies in the Chapanta scenic spot of Tsingy Mountain, located in the Wulinyuan scenic area of Hunan Province. Spanning 26 meters and rising between 60 and 70 meters above jagged cliffs, this natural arch is surrounded by towering pines and blooming azaleas. Although stone steps lead across, authorities strongly warn against crossing due to serious safety risks. Further south, near Yangzhou village in Guangxi Province, the Jiangzhou Immortal Bridge stands as a striking karst arch carved from Devonian limestone over millennia. A paved road and river pass beneath, showcasing its enormous scale and the relentless natural forces that shaped it. Part of the Lei Fengshan National Geopark, this bridge draws explorers eager to witness nature's raw power, though few linger beneath its towering span for too long. But what if you had to cross a bridge that moves with the shifting earth? Up next is a bridge that could leave even the most fearless travelers on edge. The Captain William Moore Bridge, found 17 miles north of Skagway, Alaska, is one of the most unusual and nerve-wracking bridges in North America. Built in 1976, it spans the Moore Creek Gorge along the Klondike Highway, but what makes it truly eerie is the active seismic fault lying just below. Unlike standard bridges, only one end of this structure is firmly anchored, while the other remains unattached, built to shift with the ground, instead of breaking apart under stress. This 300-foot-long single-pylon cable-stayed bridge was an engineering wonder at the time. However, years of heavy ore truck traffic from Yukon mines weakened its structure. By 2019, it was deemed too unstable for vehicles, prompting construction of a replacement bridge 150 feet west of the original. This new buried bridge, built with steel and roller-compacted concrete, sits lower in the gorge, making it less dramatic but far more secure. The old bridge remains as a pedestrian walkway and scenic viewpoint, giving visitors the chance to admire the rugged landscape and experience the unsettling feeling of standing on a structure that moves with the earth beneath it. The Langkawi Sky Bridge, located on Malaysia's Langkawi Island, is a stunning feat of engineering that combines breathtaking scenery with a heart-racing thrill. Completed in 2005, this curved pedestrian bridge spans 125 meters and soars at a staggering height of 660 meters above sea level at the peak of Gunung Mat Sinkang. Suspended from a single 82-meter-high pylon, its distinctive arc enhances the panoramic views of the Andaman Sea and the lush jungle below. The walkway, measuring just under 2 meters wide, features triangular viewing platforms where visitors can pause, if they dare, and take in the endless horizon. Adding to the suspense, sections of the floor are made of glass, offering a dizzying look straight down. Reaching the bridge is an adventure in itself. Travelers must ride the Langkawi cable car, also known as Sky Cab, to the top station. From there, they can either take the Sky Glide, an inclined elevator, or challenge themselves with a steep hike along a rugged mountain trail. After undergoing structural enhancements in 2012, the bridge fully reopened by late 2015, now equipped with reinforced glass panels for an even more intense experience. For those uneasy with heights, this might be one bridge best admired from solid ground. Would you dare step onto the Langkawi Sky Bridge? Or would the sheer drop below make your legs tremble? Share your thoughts in the comments. The Tappan Bridge, now officially named the Governor Mario M. Cuomo Bridge, is one of New York's most important river crossings, yet its past holds a haunting legacy. The original structure, opened in 1955, stretched nearly 3 miles across the Hudson River, linking South Nyack and Rockland County to Tarrytown in Westchester County. Built during the Korean War era, the cantilever bridge was only designed to last 50 years. However, by the early 2000s, it was carrying far more vehicles than intended, raising serious safety concerns. As fears of collapse mounted, plans for a modern replacement took shape. Work on the new twin-span cable-stayed bridge began in 2013, and it was fully completed between 2017 and 2018. Unlike the aging original, this cutting-edge bridge is designed to last at least 100 years without major repairs. It boasts 8 traffic lanes, including dedicated bus lanes as well as a pedestrian and cyclist path offering sweeping views of the Hudson River. While the new bridge is built for safety, some drivers still feel uneasy crossing its vast stretch, given the troubled history of its predecessor. For those daring enough to walk it, the shared-use path provides a nerve-wracking look at the sheer height above the water. Speaking of nerve-testing bridges, what if one looked like a ride straight out of an amusement park? Japan has a bridge so steep it will make you think twice before stepping onto it. The Eshima Ohashi Bridge in Japan is an engineering wonder that can make even the most seasoned drivers hesitate. Stretching 1.7 kilometers across Lake Nakaume, it links the cities of Matsue in Shimane Prefecture and Sakai Minato in Tottori Prefecture. Completed in 2004, it holds the title of Japan's largest rigid-frame bridge and ranks as the 3rd largest of its kind in the world. However, what truly sets this bridge apart is its nerve-wracking incline. On the Shimane side, the bridge rises at a steep 6.1% gradient, while the Tottori side features a 5.1% incline. This sharp ascent allows large ships to pass freely beneath, eliminating the need for a drawbridge. However, certain camera angles create a shocking illusion, making the bridge appear almost vertical, earning it the nickname Roller Coaster Bridge. While the slopes are safe for regular vehicles, the sheer sight of the climb is enough to make some drivers hesitate before crossing. The bridge gained worldwide attention when Daihatsu Motor Company featured it in a commercial showing a minivan effortlessly tackling its dramatic incline. Though entirely secure, the bridge's extreme design continues to attract thrill-seekers, photographers, and daring travelers eager to experience its dizzying height. On clear days, the summit offers breathtaking views of Lake Nakamumi and Mount Daisen, but reaching the top might just be the biggest challenge. Now, let's venture to India, where a historic bridge challenges travelers not only with its daring structure, but also with the sheer power of nature itself. Get ready for an unforgettable crossing. The Pamban Bridge, stretching over 2.2 kilometers across the restless waters of the Palk Strait, is more than just an engineering marvel. It's a breathtaking journey suspended over the sea. Opened in 1914, this historic railway bridge links the mainland town of Mandapam in Tamil Nadu to Ramaswaram on Pamban Island. For nearly 75 years, it remained the sole connection between the two until a parallel road bridge was completed in 1988. Resting on 143 piers, the bridge boasts a distinctive Scherzer rolling lift span which allows it to open for passing ships. While groundbreaking in its era, the bridge's harsh marine environment has led to continuous maintenance challenges and growing concerns over its durability. It famously survived the catastrophic cyclone of 1964, which devastated much of the region, but its advanced age and constant exposure to the elements make crossing it a nerve-wracking experience, especially during violent storms and rough tides. With safety in mind, construction of a new Pamban bridge began in 2020, with an expected completion by 2025. This modern structure will introduce India's first vertical lift mechanism, designed with expertise from IIT Madras and IIT Bombay, to withstand extreme marine conditions and ensure a safer crossing. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge, officially known as the William Preston Lane Jr. Memorial Bridge, is one of the most nerve-wracking crossings in the United States. Spanning approximately 4.3 miles across the Chesapeake Bay, this towering steel structure connects Maryland's eastern and western shores. With its highest point rising 186 feet above the water, it provides ample clearance for massive ships, but also induces sheer panic in many drivers. Originally completed in 1952, the bridge's first span was later joined by a parallel structure in 1973 to ease increasing traffic congestion. However, its narrow lanes, steep gradients, and exposure to fierce winds make it a terrifying drive, especially in bad weather. The overwhelming combination of height, length, and the vast waters below has triggered widespread cases of gephrophobia, a deep fear of bridges that often overlaps with acrophobia, agoraphobia, and aquaphobia. Despite its fearsome reputation, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge is structurally sound and undergoes rigorous maintenance. Each day, between 80,000 and 100,000 vehicles cross its length. While the bridge occasionally shuts down during extreme weather, these precautions highlight its safety. Yet, for many, the mere thought of navigating this colossal span is enough to send shivers down their spine. Next, we travel to Siberia, where an abandoned bridge remains one of the most perilous crossings in the world. What makes it so deadly? Let's uncover the danger. The Kandinsky Bridge, spanning the icy Vidym River in Russia's remote Transbaikal region, is often regarded as one of the most treacherous crossings on Earth. Originally built in 1982 as part of the Baikal-Amur mainline railway project, the bridge was abandoned due to poor construction, leaving it vulnerable to the river's fierce currents and destructive ice flows. Though designed for trains, locals and daring travelers now use it as an unofficial vehicle crossing, at their own peril. Stretching 570 meters in length, the bridge is barely wide enough for a single vehicle, with no guardrails or safety barriers to prevent a fatal drop. Its crumbling wooden planks, loosely scattered across the rusting metal framework, have not seen proper maintenance in decades. To make things worse, powerful Siberian winds constantly batter the bridge, forcing drivers to roll down their windows to reduce wind resistance and avoid being blown off course. The dangers are undeniable. In winter, the bridge becomes an ice-covered death trap, its decaying supports straining under the weight of every crossing. Spring thaws are even worse, with violent floods sometimes washing away entire sections, leaving unsupported spans that only the most fearless dare to navigate. Now we journey to Namibia, where even the simplest crossings can feel like a life or math decision. The Linyanti River Bridge in Namibia's Nasa Rupara National Park, once called Mamili National Park, is a crossing that demands both courage and precision. Spanning roughly 40 meters over the unpredictable Linyanti River, this bridge is little more than a series of iron planks resting on a fragile framework. With no guardrails or real safety features, drivers are left completely exposed to the elements and the treacherous drop below. What makes this journey even more harrowing is the bridge's slippery surface, especially during the rainy season when heavy downpours turn it into a slick death trap. With nothing to stop a vehicle from skidding off, even a small mistake could send a driver plunging into crocodile-infested waters. Unsurprisingly, many travelers approach this crossing with extreme caution, while others opt for longer, safer routes to avoid the risk entirely. Yet, despite its ominous reputation, the Linyanti River Bridge remains a crucial lifeline for local communities and an unavoidable path for those exploring Namibia's remote wetlands. The reward for those who dare? A wilderness teeming with elephants, hippos, and a dazzling array of bird species. But before crossing, it's wise to inspect the bridge's condition and ensure your vehicle can handle the challenge, especially if storm clouds are looming. Would you take the risk, or would the slick surface and lurking crocodiles be enough to turn you back? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more incredible journeys. The Capilano Suspension Bridge in North Vancouver, British Columbia, is more than just a tourist attraction. It's a true test of nerve. Stretching 137 meters across the Capilano River and swaying 70 meters above the canyon floor, this bridge offers breathtaking views of the Pacific Northwest's towering old-growth forests. Originally built in 1889 by Scottish civil engineer George Grant Mackay, the bridge was first constructed using hemp ropes and cedar planks. Over the decades, it has been rebuilt multiple times to improve stability, transforming it into the sturdy suspension bridge it is today. Yet despite these reinforcements, its natural sway and the feeling of walking on a seemingly fragile structure still leave many visitors gripping the handrails. Every year, more than 1,200,000 people attempt the crossing. Some embrace the thrill, while others struggle with every step. The bridge's movement, combined with the dizzying drop below, can be overwhelming for those uncomfortable with unstable structures. But for the brave, the reward is an unforgettable bird's-eye view of the lush rainforest below. Think you can handle even greater heights? In China, the Aizhai Bridge is one of the tallest and most vertigo-inducing crossings on Earth. Would you dare to take in the view from the top? The Aizhai Bridge in Hunan Province, China, is both an engineering marvel and a nerve-wracking experience for anyone afraid of heights. Towering over the Dehong Grand Canyon, this massive suspension bridge carries the G655 Baotou Maoming Expressway, offering a breathtaking yet daunting crossing. Even the most experienced drivers find themselves gripping the wheel a little tighter. Completed in 2012, it remains one of the longest and highest suspension bridges in the world. Stretching an incredible 1,176 meters, the Aizhai Bridge hangs approximately 336 meters above the canyon floor. The view from the deck is unforgettable, if you dare to look down. The bridge has dramatically improved transportation, cutting travel time between Jizhou and Shandong from 4 hours to under 1 hour, but its sheer height makes it an intimidating journey. Safety has been a top priority, with 1,888 lights installed to ensure visibility during the night and in bad weather. Regular inspections keep the structure sound, but that doesn't stop the bridge's natural sway from making some travelers uneasy. Beyond its role in transportation, the Aizhai Bridge has become an unexpected hotspot for thrill seekers. In September 2012, it hosted an international base jumping festival, attracting daredevils from 13 countries who leaped into the canyon below. The Gandaki Golden Bridge, also known as the Baglung Parbat Footbridge, is a stunning yet nerve-wracking suspension bridge in Nepal. Spanning the mighty Kali Gandaki River, it links Bangachur in Baglung Municipality to Aduabari in Kushma Municipality, connecting two districts with a crossing that is as breathtaking as it is intimidating. Completed in July 2020, this colossal footbridge has quickly gained attention. Some travelers see it as a thrilling adventure, while others hesitate at the thought of stepping onto its swaying deck. Stretching an impressive 567 meters, the Gandaki Golden Bridge is one of the longest pedestrian suspension bridges in the world. Suspended 122 meters above the river, it offers sweeping views of the surrounding landscapes, including the towering peaks of the Dhaulagiri mountain range. The scenery is spectacular, but the dizzying drop beneath the bridge can test the nerves of even the most fearless adventurers. Construction began in 2019 and finished ahead of schedule, dramatically improving travel between the Baglung and Parbat districts. Yet beyond its role in transportation, the bridge has become a magnet for thrill seekers eager to test their limits. Designed to hold up to 85 metric tons, the structure can safely support as many as 612 people at once. Regular safety checks ensure stability, but for those with a fear of heights, every step across the gently swaying bridge can feel like a test of courage. Now, let's travel to Vietnam, where the next crossing demands more than just bravery. These narrow, swaying bridges require perfect balance. Do you think you could make it across? Hidden deep within Vietnam's Mekong Delta, the Monkey Bridge, or Khao Ki, is a traditional handmade crossing that has tested the balance of locals for generations. These rustic structures are built from bamboo or wood, featuring a single narrow log as the walkway, sometimes with a simple handrail, if one exists at all. Crossing requires a hunched posture and careful footing, much like the movements of a monkey, which is how they got their name. Scattered throughout the Delta's waterways, these bridges have long been vital links between small villages. Suspended anywhere from 2 to 10 meters above the water, they stretch between 5 and 50 meters in length. Their construction is simple, relying on bamboo's natural flexibility, but crossing them is an entirely different challenge. The swaying walkway and lack of stability turn every step into a nerve-wracking test, especially for those unaccustomed to such crossings. With modernization, many monkey bridges have been replaced by sturdier concrete structures, offering safer alternatives but losing their cultural charm. Still, they remain an iconic symbol of Vietnam's rural heritage. In some areas, like Quang Rong Farm near Phong Nha National Park, visitors can try crossing a replica. Some even attempt the daring feat of riding a bicycle across, an experience that quickly separates the bold from the hesitant. In the heart of central Siberia, near the Arctic Circle, the Nadym River floating bridge was once a lifeline for travelers, yet it was as unnerving as it was essential. This pontoon bridge, in use from May to October, provided a passage over the Nadym River when the ice had melted. But, despite its importance, crossing it was often a test of nerve, as the bridge's unpredictable condition made many think twice before venturing across. Built as a temporary crossing, the bridge was made of floating platforms linked together, forming a narrow and unstable pathway. Water often flooded the deck, submerging sections by over 30 centimeters, making the surface slick and treacherous. With no guardrails or safety barriers, a single misstep could send a vehicle plunging into the frigid river below. The bridge's instability and constant movement under the weight of passing traffic only added to the tension. Understanding the need for a safer alternative, the Russian government approved the construction of a permanent bridge. On September 11, 2015, the new Nadym River Bridge opened, offering a stable, all-season route for both road and rail traffic. This modern structure transformed transportation in the region, replacing the perilous crossing with a secure and reliable connection. And now, Canada's Confederation Bridge takes us across vast waters, an architectural wonder that challenges not just your fear of heights, but your fear of distance. Ready for the final stretch? The Confederation Bridge, spanning nearly 13 kilometers, links Prince Edward Island to mainland New Brunswick in Canada. Completed in 1997, this engineering feat was built to withstand the harsh elements of the Northumberland Strait, including the powerful ice flows that sweep through during the winter months. Its curved, multi-spin concrete design is reinforced with high concrete walls, shielding vehicles from strong winds while limiting the view of the vast waters below. For those with gephyrophobia, or the fear of crossing bridges, the Confederation Bridge can be a nerve-wracking challenge. Its immense length and the open water stretching endlessly on both sides create an unsettling experience. The constant exposure to high winds, particularly during stormy weather, heightens the tension for those already uneasy about heights or wide-open spaces. While many travelers marvel at its design and appreciate its convenience, others find the journey across the longest bridge in Canada to be intimidating. The sheer distance, combined with the isolation over the water, makes some drivers choose alternative routes, avoiding the crossing entirely. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you want to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us. Leave a comment, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. See you in the next video.